I voted for Donald J. Trump in the 2024 presidential election, and I am starting to regret my vote. When I voted for Donald Trump, I was under the impression that we would be getting rid of the undesirable illegal aliens. Now I have no one to work on my farm. What am I supposed to do? Pay them a living wage? This isn't handout city. I'm not giving these people no handouts. And how am I even supposed to do that anyway? I thought the plan was to tax the poors. Okay? I thought we were going to tax the poors. I make $25,000 a year. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them poors. But why did my taxes raise? I thought us good folks were supposed to be getting tax cuts. That was what I thought. Plus, I'm white. Why did my taxes raise, and why do I have no one to work my farm? I do not understand this, and I know that this was not what Donald Trump meant to happen. I know that he doesn't want us good Trump supporter folks suffering, but we are. Donald Trump, please reverse this. I'm a white person. I am not supposed to be suffering. It was supposed to be.
You're not supposed to be the one suffering. Who is supposed to be the one to suffer? Mexicans, of course, the blacks, the Haitians. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? You've not seen anything. You've not seen anything. I'm sure by now you're roasting. I'm sure by now you're feeling the heat. I am white. I am white. I am white. Shut the fuck up. And so you fucked around and you're finding out. Yes. You fucked around. You're finding out. Probably. Period. Hello, sweethearts, and welcome to Global Gist with BJ. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good today. Today, I am here with a very interesting topic. And what is it about? It's about Nebraska. Nebraska's, is it Nebraska's? You're not Nigerian. So whatever it is anyway, but it's Nebraska. So Nebraska is gradually falling apart. Everything about their economy right now is sinking. A lot of people are beginning to leave that place. Right now, even immigrants do not go to work anymore because most of their workforce are all immigrants that work on their farms, that help them do stuffs, and they can't go anymore, right? So a lot of things, their hospitals are shutting down, their places, like businesses are like going down. Considering this place is a place that voted Trump, they gave Trump the highest vote. In fact, these people are populated with white people who are very, very racist. And with all the promise Trump promised them and failing them, is beginning to really shock them. So I want you to watch them speak. Then I'll come back with the commentaries. But it's really crazy. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe right now so you can be getting my videos. I'll be back with the commentaries, as I said.
Nebraskans are pissed. Bigly. Askins. The Askins are pissed. Nebraskans. No one wants to hear Farmer John with his butt crack showing, married to a Karen, complaining about losing your little farm when you voted for me. They don't feel sorry for you. And I don't need your votes anymore, so I don't care. Bigly. Nebraskans, what did you think was going to happen? If all your workers were Mexicans and we got rid of all the Mexicans, who's going to be your workers? Guess what? You can take a page from the book of the Native Americans, followed by the African Americans, Chinese Americans, Indian Americans. Listen, what we're going to do is crash the economy so all the rich people can buy up everything for super dirt cheap, including your land, Nebraska farmer dude. I don't know. And once we buy it for dirt cheap, we will hire you to work on said land. Hello? This is a tale as old as time. We've done it so many times before. And the fact that you thought you were exempt is absolutely hilarious. Bigly, it's funny because you guys are really effing around and finding out. Decided to put a little pause on the tariff situation. Canada had a problem and we came in and helped them solve it. They had a problem that there were tariffs that they could not pay. And I said, I will be your savior. I will take the tariffs away. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Nebraska, I've actually sold Nebraska to Vladimir Putin. And we know I like to say Putin. That's my friend. In exchange for 2 new mail order brides that should be here by Thursday. One of them's going to come with me into my forever cryo chamber where I will live in infamy and be the president of the United States for the rest of existence and time. Bigly. We're doing very well with Russia. Russia's really enjoying us and we're really enjoying Russia. And they're bombing the hell out of Ukraine right now. And I don't like the Ukraine guy because That guy is tan and he's kind of sexy. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't like that about him. Vladimir Putin is much more pale. He makes me look shiny and orange. And that's the kind of leadership that I really look up to. Bigly. Bigly, I do. We're having a good time. Everyone's having a good time this pregnancy, and you guys keep trying to come and interfere with your world news and your disasters. We like a good disaster. It's good for the millionaires and billionaires because we can buy up everything dirt cheap, including labor. Including you. We need a workforce. Too many of you farmers want to own your own land with government subsidies. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. You got what you voted for. Bigly, Bigly, you got what you voted for.
If you are from Nebraska, I need to know, what is one restaurant you are sad no longer exists? Mine is Rock and Roll Runza. This gem used to be in Lincoln, but no more, it's gone, and we are worse for it. I think Runza should bring it back. So what else do we miss?
Today is going to go down as a truly sad day in American history. Trump's tax bill just passed, and I'm going to give an example of how this is already impacting communities, and specifically communities in red states that voted for Donald J. Trump. Now, let me explain. Curtis County, Nebraska is a one-hospital town. They've got one place for people to get their medical care, and yesterday, the CEO of the hospital said because the bill is passing, he will no longer be able to financially justify keeping its doors open. So people in that community no longer have access to healthcare in a close vicinity. It's really sad. And as much as I like saying FAFO, F around and find out, because this is a community in a county that supported Donald Trump 87% in the 2024 election, it really is sad because there are people that are no longer going to have access to the care that they need in a close proximity to where they live. This is just one of many, many areas that we expect to lose their hospitals and lose their healthcare facilities due to this bill. Some estimates say over 500 places could lose their hospitals and retirement homes, and I saw that about 6 are expected in Nebraska to close as well. This is a sad day for America, and we are going to continue to see the terrible impacts of this bill as time continues to pass on. But if you're into silver linings, there's $1 trillion in tax cuts for millionaires and billionaires. Absolutely disgraceful. Everyone who voted for this bill, you should be ashamed.
I saw the news out of Nebraska today. Apparently our entire state is going to go bankrupt in 2 quarters. Me and my husband owned a cattle ranch here, and I can confirm that all of the cattle ranchers here overwhelmingly voted for Trump. We support him. We voted for him. Something like 70% of our entire workforce is undocumented immigrants, and they straight up are not showing up for work anymore. They have all either fled the country, fled the state. They don't want to get raided while at work, so they have just moved on to work somewhere else. And straight up, we are going to go bankrupt now. We are going to go bankrupt. And yeah, we voted. We knew that the immigrants would get deported and he was coming after immigrants, yet we still voted for it. Overwhelmingly voted for our own demise. I was talking to my husband last night, and I have to admit that it seems a bit foolish now when you think about it like that we voted for something that is now putting us directly out of business.
I'm a doctor, and I can't believe I already have to say this, and if you don't think this is bad, I don't know how to help you. We have the first official report of a clinic closing because of proposed Medicaid cuts. This is a clinic that has been open for 30 years in a tiny town, and they've said we can't make money, and we know we're going to lose so much more because of these proposed Medicaid cuts, so we're shuttering our doors. And the hospitals in Nebraska have been advocating against this terrible, horrible budget bill because they know it will kill their residents. This clinic is in Nebraska's 3rd district, and Representative Adrian Smith is their representative in Congress. So I just want Mr. Smith to answer me, what's he going to do for these people who now don't have access to healthcare in their community? He has lots of things to say on his Instagram account about this bill, but not anything to say about how he plans to actually protect Nebraskans and access healthcare. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to go onto his social medias and go, what the heck is going on? Say no, this vote has not gone through yet. So there's still time. And if you're a constituent, you can go ahead and call him at this number and let him know that we've already seen harm and this bill isn't even in effect yet. Everything you do counts. So thank you so much and don't give up.
Well, in Nebraska, the first rural hospital has announced its closure due to funding cut. If you did not know, Nebraska is a red state. This rural hospital cites that due to prospective loss in funding and already not good funding for their rural hospitals, this one will close. And the state of Nebraska actually predicts up to 6 rural hospitals may close. If you did not know, this is what the Nebraska Medicaid card looks like. And it does not have the word Medicaid in it. In fact, most states do not have the word Medicaid in it. Nebraska Medicaid is called Nebraska Medical Assistance Program, NBAP. If you notice, that does not have the word Medicaid in it. 20% of the population is on Medicaid and don't even know. Actually, 78 million people.
So cutting $1 trillion to Medicaid like that is going to have devastating effects. You might want to check your insurance card.
I swear Nebraska is the poster child for fuck around and find out. Their first FAFO moment was when their farm workers were deported by ICE because they thought it wasn't going to happen to them. I mean, they voted for Trump, but they didn't think that they were going to come and deport their workers. And ICE is like, no, anyone that's brown, we're just going to deport them because whatever. So then, Nebraskan farms are like, wait, no, we need those people. Otherwise our farms are going to go bankrupt. And they're like, don't really care. So their second FAFO moment came today as soon as the House bill passed and Curtis Medical Center in Curtis, Nebraska announced that it's closing. And there are 6 other rural hospitals that are planning to close with these Medicaid cuts. And if you know anything about emergency medicine, whether it's a heart attack or a stroke or trauma, time is of the essence and distance is of the essence. So ultimately, people are going to die. And that's most likely going to be farmers, which are a huge group of Trump supporters. Now, don't get me wrong. The House of Representatives said, hey, we have a kitty. We're going to do a little bank to help rural hospitals. And what we're going to do is we're just going to tax state hospitals more. Well, that's not taxing the hospital. That's taxing the people that go to the hospital. So in one hand, they're going, oh, we're giving, we voted for this bill because we're giving tax cuts to Nebraskans, but then we're going to raise your taxes, Nebraskans, when you go to the hospital or you receive any services, right? It's all good. But that's for par for Nebraska because in January, they were operating with a budget shortfall of $400 million. And then they passed the budget and now they're only going to operate at a deficit of $289 million. So, it's not like anyone can do math there or run their state very well. But they seem to think Republicans are great, doing a lot for them as they run their state into the ground. Keep doing what works for you, I guess. I don't know. Fuck.
About Trump voters. I want to wish you a happy 4th of July. Did you know that budget bill passed yesterday? And it's pretty soon, a lot of you Trump voters, you're not going to have a lot of things that you had it when 2025 started out. You're not going to have a lot of things that you had before you voted for Donald Trump on November 5th, 2024. Particularly one state that's being bit slapped is Nebraska. It was announced right after Trump took office and they canceled the subsidies to all those farmers in Nebraska, and they were all going belly up, and they were predicting that Nebraska would be bankrupt in 6 months. I'm talking to you guys specifically. There's another bit of news I want to share with you on this happy 4th of July day. I just heard word that one of y'all remaining hospitals has just announced that they're closing. Yeah, Nebraska, you're losing your hospitals too. See, after that bill was signed, and in that bill, everyone except for Trump voters know that they're cutting the Medicaid and Medicare. And with that being cut, that's going to cause a lot of hospitals to close. And yours in Nebraska has already announced that they're closing. Happy 4th of July. I hope those fireworks bust your ass right in the face. Because you deserve it. That's exactly what you deserve, because you bust the entire country in their face. So now, when your farmers are already belly up, you should be going bankrupt right about now. Maybe next month. Because 6 months from January, that's about July, August. Okay. So you should be going bankrupt pretty soon as well. And now they're closing your hospitals down. So when y'all have these medical emergencies, you won't have a hospital to go to. Happy 4th of July again. I just want to keep reiterating this. And I want to keep focused on this. Because I really want you to see your handiwork at work. I want you to see your choicing skills and the ramifications from them. And also, get ready for any of you out there, Trump supporters, who Mima and Pawpaw are in medical assistance, senior citizen homes. Go and clean out that junk room in your house and put in hospital beds and bedpans, because you're going to have to bring all them old folks home. Because see that Medicaid that was in that bill yesterday that they signed that y'all cheered? That's going to cut off support. Yeah. Financial support to people who are living in those homes that y'all don't have to deal with. Well, get ready to start cleaning up piss, wiping ass, and making sure medications are given on time. And you know that Mima and Pawpaw, who are probably really grumpy, maybe be dealing with Alzheimer's or having those, let's say, little nasty outbursts, be ready to endure that too. And don't go abusing them old people. Don't go abusing them old people because you're frustrated because you got to take care of your family now that you voted this shit in. And once more and again, happy 4th of July. And before I get out of here bringing all this great news to you of what your vote is bringing on to you, before I get out of here bringing you all this great news of what your vote has done to you, I just got one question. Nebraska! Your hospital is closing. Is it great again yet? Nebraska! You'll be going bankrupt pretty soon. Is it great again yet? Nebraska! Your farmers are losing their farms. Is this what you call great again? If it is, I'm glad you got it. Because it doesn't fit a better group of people than you. Happy 4th of July.
So Nebraska can't catch a break, right? So it was reported earlier this year that it was quite possible that the state could go bankrupt, right? Because of the tariffs and the farmers not being able to sell their goods. Well, now it's being reported since the passage of that big bad bill that they're about to start closing rural hospitals. In one particular county, in Webster County in Nebraska, they are closing several rural hospitals, and it's going to impact about 3,000 people. But the saddest part of that is it's not only just the rural hospital, it's also the rural nursing home that's tied to those hospitals. So Mima and Pawpaw ain't gonna have nowhere to live. And again, this is another county that voted overwhelmingly for syphilitic Sid. They anticipate that with the closure, they're not going to have hospitals. Nurses and doctors are already starting to quit so that they can go and find other work. So they're operating under a shortage while having to find places to put these people, in particular, the elderly that are in these nursing homes. Because a lot of folks don't realize it's a federal mandate. If I'm not mistaken, please feel free to correct me in the comments, but I believe most nursing homes have to have a certain number of beds to accommodate Medicaid patients. Because all of that is eligibility based on income. So therefore, if you are one of those low wage or low earners and didn't, make a lot of money and you didn't pay a lot into Social Security, you may have Medicare, but Medicare doesn't pay for nursing homes. At least not that I know of. If I'm wrong, I'm open to the correction. But I just, it's like we're literally only 6 months in, and it's been one breaking news alert after another since syphilitic Sid took office. We have not had one day where there hasn't been some form of breaking news that hasn't been bad news. So I get it. All MAGA, all y'all heard was he was going to deport people and he was going to build alligator Alcatraz, and y'all thought y'all was going to buy tickets and eat popcorn to watch immigrants fight off alligators, fight each other. I don't know. Meanwhile, who about to go get Mima and Pawpaw when they don't have any place to live? Just something to think about.
I did my part. When it came to making sure that none of this stuff happened. I did not want massive amounts of illegal immigrants or legal immigrants or anybody to be deported just because, they didn't have the right skin tone. And now Nebraska is crying and crying and crying. They have not voted Democrat in decades. They are mostly Republican in that state. My heart goes out to the people that voted for Kamala because they are suffering for no fault of their own. The farmers, majority voted for Trump. One of the things he said every single day was he was going to deport migrants and illegals. Did they think that if they were working on a farm, they wouldn't be deported? Now they're crying, does anybody care about us? Nebraska's going to go bankrupt. Why aren't anybody helping us? Well, now, if we help you, That's considered socialism. So are you wanting socialism now? Because the only way that you get a bailout is it's socialism. They don't want that. They don't want socialism. So maybe they don't get a bailout. If you did your part, like I did my part in trying to help Nebraska, I voted for Kamala. I wanted Kamala and Tim so bad to be in the White House because this blustery buffoon had already told you what he was going to do. You just didn't hear him. Oh, you saw him dancing YMCA and hobnobbing with all of the elites of the country. Yeah, they got your money. They got your money. I did my part for you, Nebraska. I voted for Kamala. There's nothing more that I have to offer you. Thank you.
Congratulations, MAGA. Your vote for Trump is the reason why senior citizens will be kicked out of their nursing homes. Before you flood my comments section screaming fake news, I'm going to provide some verifiable facts. Google's free. You can go look at the bill. 60% of nursing home residents rely on Medicaid to cover their care. That is a fact. And Trump's new tax plan, it cuts the provider tax by 41%. This slashes how much support states receive from the government for nursing homes. That's a 41% funding cut. That is a fact. The American Healthcare Association says that 1 in 4 nursing homes could shut down and half of their staff will be eliminated. That's a fact. So where do these senior citizens go? Some might have family to take them in, but for others, this is the end of the road. There's no place for them to go. This is what your vote for Trump is doing. It's pushing vulnerable seniors out of care and onto the streets. And that is a fact. This isn't America first. This is our elderly last. If you voted for Trump, you made this happen. I hate to say it. This is on you.
So shout out to the creators. As you all can see, I was so shocked to see that place, Nebraska. It's such a beautiful place, you guys. Nebraska is so beautiful, but right now it's in shambles. Nebraska is beautiful. Predominantly white people. They have few black people there, but they're predominantly white people. So a lot of them are even screaming, "We voted you! We voted you! We are white! Why are you doing this to us?" and all of that. Because right now, a lot is going on. Trump supporters are now paying the price for the very policies they once cheered. They're now paying the price. It's such a shame right now that you would have voted Kamala Harris, but you felt no, I'm going to vote Trump, all because I felt Trump has the same skin color with me. Is that not crazy? That's crazy. And right now, you can imagine their senior citizens are going to leave hospitals and they're not going to have care anymore because most of those people that were doing the jobs of carers are all immigrants. And right now, they are no longer there. A lot of them have been taken by ICE. So many of them are forced to stop working and remain indoors. A lot of them have decided to run away from Nebraska. You get it? I heard a woman saying that she thought that they only flush out the blacks from that place, from not knowing that this is going to actually affect them. The policies, Medicaids, and everything is going to affect them. Imagine hospitals now shutting down. Who is going to take care of the senior citizens? Because these people you're seeing are not even willing to take care of their family members that are elderly. Why would you now hate people that can do the job for you just because of skin color, guys? That's what we're talking about. They are seeing the aftermath and they are regretting right now. They are crying out. Oh, they never wanted to. But in the actual sense, would they have actually even voted Kamala? They believe Kamala Harris is black. And so they can't even have anything to do with her. And right now it's crazy. It's crazy on those people right now. They are feeling the heat even more than we. Their hospitals shutting down. I saw some good eateries they have, supermarket malls shutting down. All because of the economy, the policy is no longer favorable to their business. Look at their corn farms. Now, so many of them can't even go back to the farm. Because now, those immigrants that were taken by us, we're the one who planted now. They can't even be there to harvest. I saw one of them saying that now they can't even harvest their crop, that they supported Trump, and now they can't even harvest anymore. That's how bad it is. Look at their cows, their dairies. Their cows are there. They can't even do the job of doing the diary job anymore. All because they supported the wrong government that is now working against them, fully working against them. They are very surprised that these things is shocking. They are losing their farms. They are watching hospitals shut down, facing shortage of workers right now. And if you just go to that place, for instance, if I just leave Nigeria and I just go to Nebraska, like they'll be rushing me for their stupid jobs, right? They are going to do the jobs by themselves. And they're quietly now realizing that they messed up big time. They messed up big time. And the government is here for them and it's going to stay with them. They are going to see what they voted for. This thing we're seeing is karma. Their karma came so sudden. It's karma. Trust me, guys, this is karma. I want to see your comments in the comment section. Are you from Nebraska? What's up? Is everything we heard or everything we just watched, are they lies? Are they just rumor? Do you want to tell us that those things are not real? You guys, let me see. I hope right now my black sisters and brothers are chilling. They're chilling and just watching. If I'm the one, I'll be chilling and watching as well. So, guys, I'll stop here. Please kindly subscribe, like, share the video. Let it get to people that needs it. And I'll be back with a better one next time. See you on the next one. Bye.